Hello, folks on YouTube. Welcome to another Age of Wonders 3 multiplayer Let's Play. It's Northstar. I'm here with Joe. Say hi if you
Hello.
want. Launching the game. I think I'm doing okay, although I'll probably make dumb mistakes. Oh yeah, by the way, since I got some of your folks' attention and also Joe's here, I'm trying to um talk about this stuff too often, too directly. Looks like it's my turn, but I'm trying to do a politics. I'm thinking about doing a politics video on how there's been like the Trump deportations.
Yeah.
Apparently there was this, there's a hacktivist group, Anonymous, and apparently they released a manifest of like people are being deported, and apparently there were names on it that weren't on any of the official lists that like Trump was providing. So people were just
Yeah.
straight up being disappeared, and the government was not even like releasing the fact that they'd abducted these people, which is,
Hmm.
very scary shit. And so I saw it, a PBS article mentioned a little bit, but they didn't provide any more details. They just like alluded to this, dropped this bombshell, and then said nothing more about it in the article.
Yeah.
At least not I could say. There may have been another brief allusion. I super carefully read it. It was a transcript of a, you know, um, audio one. So sometimes the transcript's imperfect, but or something gets lost in the way it's formatted. But
Yeah.
I couldn't find anything else. It's like Google's trying to like suppress news on this, which is concerning. Uh, I mean, maybe not. Most of the stuff, though, it was just copy pasted articles of the Reuters. Like I don't know if you've heard about this. You know how there's Reuters and Associated Press, and they basically write everything that's in the news.
No.
Oh, okay. So Reuters and Associated Press are technically they're like conglomerates. They're collective efforts of the news media. So like all like CNN, NBC, ABC, New York Times, they all put money into it,
Yeah.
and it's like a collective because it was becoming too expensive. I think back in the '70s already to do investigative reporting, so they all pooled their efforts to do investigative reporting into like this one mega company, Reuters
Uh,
and Associated Press. There's actually two of them, so there's a little variety. But basically, they write everything that goes into the news. And if you look up the Reuters or AP article, because they'll often just directly publish it, and you look up what's in most news outlets, it's almost word for a lot of times the tech stuff online releases it's word for word exact same thing these days. So like
oh
they don't
yeah.
even bother to change the I was looking at it, like I was looking at the Reuters article, I was looking at the NBC and and unfortunately, I think what's happened is the Trump administration is a little smarter this time. They figured this out, and I think they may have compromised Reuters and AP because the media has really been throwing a lot of softballs at Trump and not holding him to account for some of his shit. I mean, to some degree, but some things they've totally let slide, and I'm
Yeah.
worried that this is one of them. Like the only PBS tends to do more independent reporting, and so PBS mentioned this, but no one else is like going into details of like, okay, this hacktivist group releases and it shows, and maybe there's something there. This is really concerning that Trump may be deporting people to the Venezuelan concentration camp, but not even like releasing the names of all of them. And um, yeah, I don't know. I think there's a tendency for the media to try not to report on anything that somehow gives validity to these hacking groups releasing stuff, even though like the government can't be trusted at this point, very obviously. So like they need to get over their phobia of that because um like democracy dies in darkness and they can't get some of this information. Trump is stonewalling them, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
I know it's a dangerous and they don't want to be associated with them. They're worried that Trump will come after them. But they could at least, I mean, maybe not actively encourage it, but they could at least dig into leads that like become obvious from something like this instead of just
Yeah.
letting something this major just slide.
Hmm.
Anyways, let's see. I got this Army Southeast of Trequium. And they just picked up the Shrine to Frozen Beauty both, so they get Frost Aura for the next fight.
Oh, sweet.
Uh, which let me see, Frost Aura. This frost damage and has a chance to freeze units. Trying to decide where to send them. I think I was too tired to figure it out. Could use on the Wisps. Let's see. You had an army northwest of Tricum, and you were just sending them back, right, to help reinforce the garrison there?
Um,
And you were going
sending
to
them
send
where?
it. You were sending them to reinforce the garrison at Trequium, and I think you were sending your
Oh,
share of the
yeah,
bard to go to your underground city, or maybe you were
yeah.
sending her to the city to reinforce the garrison as well. I don't remember. I think
I think
you
I was
said,
gonna have her go underground and replace the human down there, or
yeah,
maybe my country leader.
yeah. Um. All right. So it's only two Longbow and a Storm
Or
Sister.
maybe both. I don't know if they both need to be down there.
Uh.
Just one here to protect Galbrand or Fugold might be
Hmm.
enough.
hmm.
After the Archons are dealt with anyway.
All right. So got all these units, and trying to think. I feel like there was some. God, I should write down my plans sometimes. I swear. What's the debuff for being in? Oh, this is hated terrain, not disliked. Yeah, probably bad. Uh, hmm. There was like an air elemental or something that was chasing your initiate, or that your initiate found. What was that again? It was like a nasty stack southwest of Trequium.
I don't remember.
Huh.
Yeah, there was something down there though.
Yeah, I should probably send my army down that way instead of dealing with the wisps. It's not urgent. Just has some mana in case that thing decides to cross the bridge. All right. That's probably a good move. Uh oh, and because you found that, I had my high elf hero who is in that general area. She should probably not go there either, or she'll get attacked by that thing. Air elementals are nasty. Sending her. Yeah, I think I was sending her to reinforce the garrison as well, since elves don't mind Arctic stuff. Um, I can't remember. I wish I could remember more of like what was I up to, you know? That kind of stuff. Oh no. Oh no. I can't do the haste berries. Shoot. Shoot. All right, this is we just started, so I'm gonna roll this back. That's cool. Like exit and reload. Are you cool with that, Joe?
What was that?
I said I'm gonna exit and reload because I screwed something up and it's really early in. It was just dumb.
Oh, all right.
All
Yeah,
right,
that's fine.
I'll pause it for folks on YouTube. All right, and folks on YouTube, welcome back. Sorry about that. Um, Same as before, by the way. With Solus. Okay, yeah. units don't get a buff from being on barrens, even though they don't. Flowers of Solace removes debuff from Arctic, but they don't get a buff from being on barren terrain. Cool.
Yeah, they do.
Huh? I'm looking at my cheetahs, and they're not getting a light terrain morale bonus.
Oh, I. Oh no, yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Um.
I thought. Okay. Ah, darn. That's
Let's
weird.
see.
I feel like maybe I wonder if it is just for hated terrains.
I don't know. Flowers of Solace can be weird. Uh. 25 movement.
Mm.
Nothing on the road here. There's a flamer, a charger, and a hatchling. A gold mine. Uh. Whatever. Oh yeah, she doesn't dislike blighted terrain because she's a necromancer. That's right. Worth noting. Elves normally dislike blighted terrain. Yeah. Hmm. Part of the tropics with a carrion bird, a fell horse, a naga guardian. Fun. They have regrowth. Heals incredible speed. Ooh, fun. Right. I was just looking at the naga.
They heal in combat.
Yeah, some units do
Jeez,
that. They heal incredible speed. It is what it
you have to
says.
kill them really quickly.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm. Could capture this watchtower, maybe, in a next turn. Would provide a little bit of oversight of what's coming out of the blight. May not be a bad idea. She doesn't like tropical terrain, but the hero, but she actually doesn't mind the blighted, so I could go blighted into the watchtower. Have a no terrain debuff. Oh, it doesn't matter anyways. Minus 150. Um, yeah, there's nothing coming down the road. I think. Safely move these guys a little further, even though they're now in terrain they don't like at all. Heated terrain. How much money do you have again? Reserve?
None.
None.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. So we're all a little short on money, I guess.
I
Because
traded
you
it
were
to you.
Yeah, and then I was trained back, and yeah, we're just
Yeah.
rotating. Let's see. And you're building that, or no, you gave me control of Vernos, that little outpost, which I'm building a 200 gold to hurry builder's hall. Jeez. Uh, which I'm building a builder's hall in, and
What determines the price to hurry?
what
Because
determines the
most of my hurries only cost like 100. I feel like.
I honestly don't know what determines the price to hurry. It's a mystery to me.
Huh.
And what's Eleanor doing right now?
I'm working on a settler. It'll be done
Uh,
in 3 turns.
okay. Um. All right. It's probably best
Hmm.
you keep. Oh,
Oh,
why are they?
I see. It costs 50 gold for each turn that you decrease the production time.
Ah, yeah, that makes a bit of sense.
So the more production you have, the less it costs.
Ooh,
All right, cool. So yeah, it must take you 4 turns, 5 turns to make that builder's hall, huh? Holy crap.
yeah.
That sucks.
I mean, there are costs to spamming lots of tiny outposts. It's
Yeah,
not free.
it's
It's
pricey.
in the long run, once they're developed up somewhat, it's not necessarily worth it to super develop them. But the goal for Vernos is probably a modest amount of infrastructure, and they get to be a village eventually, which I'll have to probably do stone walls and observatory to expand their domain enough that they won't be super constrained and they'll grow at a decent clip. Um,
Hmm.
so I'll probably have to do stone walls and an observatory so they grow at a decent clip, or at least an observatory. Um,
A decent
and
what?
so that a decent clip.
Clip?
Pace. You've never heard someone refer to
Oh,
speed of something as
I see.
as the clip?
No, not really.
Oh, yeah. It might be a I don't know some regional slang. I don't know, but
Yeah.
yeah. So they grow at a decent pace.
Okay,
I gotta
I see.
gotta probably yeah build at least an observatory and maybe stone walls. Hence the builder's hall, of course, also for production, and probably a shrine, maybe a temple. Probably, but a
Yeah.
shrine and probably a barracks and a shooting range. I guess if I'm gonna eventually give back to you, that'll add population growth. But if even even while I control it, if yeah, I might want to train some longbowmen. Let's see. Does the shooting range? All right, high elves, longbowmen, and hunters only. It doesn't. Okay, it doesn't benefit anything else like the mounted archers, which is probably I'd raise. Uh, I mean, yeah, but or I could just let you do the shooting range, but nah, probably want to hold on to it till then. Probably the last thing I do though. Um, cool. I got some prospectors. They'll need to mine out gold. Uh, that's dirt. So try. I wish I could put landmarks on a map to like mark where what else cities would be. Oh, did you just
Yeah.
crash?
No?
Oh, because it
Hmm?
like Steam notified me you're playing the game again. I'm like, what?
Oh, that's weird. Hmm. No.
All right. Um. Hmm. So I'm just digging out a big open area because, Tigran, Tigran City is like open, barren terrain, and they don't mind being underground. So,
Yeah.
at north of Fugold, right? Figure we dig out a big open area, maybe at the far west end of that tunnel. Could put a dwarf city, although actually that's mostly dirt around it. We could, well, figure it out. Some city there, probably another, um, right where it starts opening back up. Another
Yeah.
near the entrance to this area. I don't know. There's various places you can put stuff, but yeah, I'm just trying to open lots of terrain.
Some
Uh,
space for dwarf cities near the stone walls up to the top left. Looks like.
near the on the
Yeah, there's a lot of stone walls to the top left that we can't really dig out.
top left of Fugold. Oh, you mean that
Yeah,
that? Yeah,
that
it's not a
patch.
lot. Tyrant cities are just so much more productive that
Maybe one like right in the middle, a dwarven one.
yeah, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, your prospector should be able to dig out what's left of this. If he goes, that'll use his full 28 movement, and then the next time, and it won't even interrupt him. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
this one, the southeast, then, because I think I'd actually like to dig out this little bit of dirt cavern wall. The more I think about it, the more it's just better to open up as much terrain as possible because the money is so valuable, and because tyrants are just dig out the dirt and leave obviously stone we can't do anything about, and the stone will determine where the best dwarf locations are, kind of thing. I mean, not
Yeah.
always, but a general principle. Sometimes if we know there's a lot of stone in one place, maybe leave a little dirt near it. Like southwest of Fugold, there's that stone, right? And Fugold's obviously a dwarf city, so the dirt between to the north of it should probably be left as dirt.
Yeah.
Uh, hmm. Prospector digging east of Galbrand. Uh, and Galbrand's completely undefended. uh, let's see. You got a builder on the way east, and yeah, you got your dwarves there because Archons. However, I don't think there's any more dangers near Galbrand. There's just like treasure sites, so it's fine. It's undefended, hopefully. I'm building barracks so I can raise a real army. Uh, da, 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 da. Hmm. Mm-mm. I'll do this out so this Processor can maybe go out to deal with any stuff. Uh, I don't know. Money wins wars, and I'm not sure the return on investment time on most cities other than Tyrant ones, like it takes too long for it to pay for the cost of, you know, of actually um in the cities in a lot of places. which is not to say that it shouldn't. Let's see. I've got this hero. Uh, up. Yeah, what? You were sending a hero south, right? Where is he? Alaness and Shane.
Oh yeah, both of them. They're down
Uh,
by your hero in the caves south of Fugold.
yeah. Let's see. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yeah, there's probably gonna be a Tigran city here near the lava. Uh, uh, probably should have done this before, but I got that heavy mana drill. Thinking
Yep.
about if I should hand it off like to one of your heroes. Maybe not. I'm being silly. Um, there's I can still do some mining around here. Not being silly. I'm just they're gonna go to the surface. So what point is there to hand it off?
Yeah.
Hmm. Uh, well, that's rock. Oh, that's only 2 rock. There. I had to clear that tile to make room for it. Okay, this is definitely gonna be in range of the Tyrant. Let's see, actually, cool. Drop cool. Uh, hmm.
Why do Tigran cities make so much money again?
They get well. They
Is it
get
just
plus
the
5
rate?
for being Tigran, and then sorry if I'm running them, they get an extra 10 gold. Sorry, extra 15 gold from my
Right.
being a Grey Guard and a Warlord.
That's for any cities though, isn't it?
Yes, sorry,
Right.
but Tigran
Okay.
cities. Then on top of that, they get race governance, extra income
Right.
for
Okay.
observatories and fire
Laboratories?
temples. Yeah, they get observatories,
Oh, I
fire
see.
temples, and temples, like normal temples, and laboratories.
Yeah.
So it's just a zillion if I go down the economic line, which I probably
Mhm.
will. Uh, yeah, this is just a massive number of, so labs, temples are both pretty low level buildings. Observatories are often useful, and fire temples are a little higher level, but I'll definitely have them at bigger cities. So, yeah. Um,
Okay.
so I'm using
So any
Tigrans.
Tagern city. Yeah, okay. 5 gold by default. Okay. Do all races have like buffs to their cities like that, or is it mostly
Yes,
just
the
Tagern?
elves produce 3 knowledge, the Tigrans produce 5 gold. Well, they don't all. The humans produce, I think, 10 or 15 or 20 extra production. Human cities
Okay.
get a production buff that's pretty big. Well, okay, so it's not every race. Goblin cities just grow faster. Uh, so some
Oh,
races. Oh, and Draconians produce extra mana at their cities.
okay.
So yeah, there are a few buffs like that. Um, not an incredible number, but not none.
Yeah, 10 production for humans. That's not too bad.
Um, hmm.
And the ones that don't seem to get cheaper buildings, which doesn't really make up for it, but
Yeah, I mean they all get some. Every race gets some nice buffs. They get different ones, but none of them are bad. You know.
yeah,
So
I see. It's just gold is really helpful. It's most directly helpful resource in the game. And
yeah.
probably one of the harder ones to scale, huh?
Um, the scale.
Yeah, just because there's no, buildings you can
Oh
build
yeah,
to just give you more gold,
yeah. I
unlike
get what you're
every other
saying.
resource.
Well, unless you have race governance bonuses that provide that,
That is true. There's a
which
couple of those,
Tigrans
but
have a lot of those. The Frostlings have
yeah,
a few. Which make Tigrans and Frostlings some of the best economic races in the game, despite their
yeah.
more martial characteristic.
I'm just,
Like
I'm just pretty surprised there's no like, marketplace building that gives you like 10 gold a turn or something.
probably would have made having lots of tiny villages even more
Yeah.
overpowered. Uh,
Yeah, it definitely changes the balance of the game, but it's just like, most 4Xs have like a building for every yield you've every yield that they've got.
uh, I'm
I don't
I'm
know.
ha-
I'm just
I'm happy
really
they
used
don't.
to
Almost every
civ
building is in
mechanics.
some way military focused in this
Yeah.
game, and then the like,
It's more focused on, building armies and then doing battles than it is on, sim citying.
yeah, that's a good way to put it. That's definitely a good way to put it. Yeah, it's less
That makes
Sim
sense.
City and more. Um, hmm. This is as far as my cheetahs can get this turn. Oh shoot, that blocks your high elf swordsman, doesn't it? Shoot.
That's right. He
Uh,
doesn't really need to move that urgently.
I can fix it.
Oh, I get.
Uh,
Can you dig out a tile or
yeah, it'll maybe make the city margin less happy. What's its current happiness level?
238? Although it would be at 438 without the enemy and domain.
Yeah.
Man, I really wish
Yeah,
dwarves could do
it's
that for 'em.
and they can get to 538 with a public bass. Yeah, they're possibly gonna get to 600 eventually. I don't know. I mean, they could if they grew their domain a lot, but it's probably actually gonna be surrounded by other little city spam. Um, doesn't seem to be a way to like join settlers to cities though.
What do you mean?
Um, like you can't like build a settler and then add their population to existing cities.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So short of building settlers just to spam them just to throw away population and shrink a city. Like over time, cities just grow and crowd out other sites for cities.
Yeah.
Uh, and it's let's see, it's currently a city, right? No, it's a town. It might be a city. It would have to get to Metropolis to have any chance of being happier, and we'll probably, before that happens, surround it with smaller outposts so it doesn't grow into any more. It's mostly dirt walls. I don't know. This could turn out to be a mistake. We could turn out to regret it, but honestly, by the time it gets to Metropolis, that's gonna be a long ways down the line, anyhow. Uh, cool. Yeah, I'll merge up there, and now there's a way around. Sorry about that. I hope I didn't screw things up for for the city.
Oh, Victoria 3 is a free weekend.
Hmm. Nice.
I'm not too big a fan of it though. It's got some issues.
Oh, they never fixed it. I thought it was supposed to be really good.
Victoria 3?
Yeah.
Uh, honestly I haven't been playing that much of it, but there's like they've definitely been improving it with updates and DLCs and stuff, but there's some fundamental like design issues that I don't think they're going to change that they really can change. Like I'm not a big fan of the war system. They just I don't know if you've do you know much about Victoria 3?
A
Because
little. Yeah.
they're
I followed some of it.
the war system, you have no units like on the map that you control. Really all you can do is um you can't even like pick front lines. Like every stretch of a border you have with a country is a front line, and you can just choose what front line you want your units to be on, and that's pretty much it. There's I don't know, the warfare just isn't all that interesting.
Yeah. I don't think it's less of a war game and more of a
Yeah, but it's still, you
society
know,
simulator, I guess.
yeah, but I don't know. I also just I played a couple campaigns when the game first came out that were fun, but it gets a bit repetitive. There's
Hmm.
not too much like uniqueness to the different countries around the world. So I don't know.
I
Might
mean, they're
still be
not
worth checking out.
supposed it's not really supposed to be unique, right? It's like it's making a deterministic argument of history, like Civ 2 originally, which I mean, well, not originally, like Civ 2, which never had there was no unique all nations were the same. It was just cosmetic. So that,
Yeah.
the real I've never liked that because it argues that like you automatically get an idea people start ranking nations and saying this culture is superior to this culture, and that's kind of
Well, it's
problematic.
I well, I suppose it's more so though like, you know, tag specific, like regardless of the culture of the nation. Like I think if you're Paradox games need replayability, and having no nation specific having I can't say no. Having weak nation specific content just hurts the replayability. Makes it a lot harder to spend 1,000 hours on the game, which
Ah,
you kind of have to do if you want to keep giving them $30 a year.
yeah.
But I don't know.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Ultimately, it's a video game, so I get arcadey stuff like tag specific, nation specific content, just because
Eh.
it's it's like a character. It's like playing a character in a game. It should
Mm,
feel different just because that's
maybe Stellaris,
how
which
they're fun.
we should do a Stellaris game at some point. That's
Yeah,
fun, right? You like Stellaris?
yeah, I do.
Yeah, so we should do a Stellaris thing at some point. If
Yeah,
that's cool.
yeah, that'd be fun, especially with the new um reworks and stuff. I think they've ironed out most of the bugs. I don't know. I guess I'll see relatively soon. A friend wants to play a game as well
Hmm.
with his brother and girlfriend. So
Of Stellaris?
I should see sooner or later how the game's going. I know it was pretty messy when the 4.0 update
Yeah,
like
I always wait when
had
they do a
just
big
dropped.
update like that for them to
Yeah.
iron stuff out.
hmm Yeah, this one was a particularly messy, which is a shame
Well,
because
oh,
the changes sounded pretty promising, but
it's been like that with every time they did a major first number rework. 2.0, I don't know
yeah.
if you're did you play Stars before 2.0?
I believe so. 2.0 is where it went away from squared tiles to districts. Yeah?
Yeah. 2.0
Yeah,
was
I
a
played 2.0. So, and before
disaster
2.0.
when it first came out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Hmm.
You don't remember that? It was bad. It was
I don't
bad.
know how long I waited, honestly. I
I
also might
mean,
have just not really cared. I
their
might have just had fun with it anyway.
their dev team's philosophy has been break stuff and, creative
Fix it later.
destruction, but it works. I mean, they usually once they work out the bugs, it comes out better than if they hadn't done it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, I'm happy with it.
Mm.
Uh I just
Yeah.
got so little time, but shoot, we're going on 43 minutes here, so I really need to hurry this the heck up instead of sitting.
Sorry.
Oh no, it's not you.
Yeah.
It's me. I'm sitting here, um, messing around, not really knowing what I'm gonna do with um a lot of things actually. Bu- 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 bu. Let's see. I only have 55 gold, and apparently I've paused work on a builder's hall. Darn it. I didn't realize money was so tight. God, I think I need to sell that heavy mana drill. I should probably leave it up to the prospectors to keep digging stuff out. My heroes have better things to do than to dig tunnels.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't like selling it, but it's worth 60 gold and 15 mana. So,
Hmm. Not
you
too
don't.
bad.
I think I could have sold it for more if I sold it right when I got it, which is a shame, but. Alright. There we go. It's done is done. I didn't realize. There we go. I didn't realize that the city hadn't unpaused. It like worked through the queue and it's like, you don't have enough money to continue. Um, yeah, so we're flat broke collectively. I have 15 gold, you have none. So all we'll have is 15
Oh.
plus 233. I've got income, and what do you have as income?
170.
Yeah. Okay, so around 400 gold a turn total between the two of us. That's not much given how quickly we're spending out on buildings and stuff.
Yeah.
And settlers. Illinois was going to do a settler between it and Falsuriel. And Sterone was doing a settler to go up on its northeast border, right?
Uh, Sterone was going to. It can't afford a settler, but Illinois is currently making a settler and has already invested the gold.
It can't afford. Oh, it's paused right now.
Well, it's not paused. It's 0 out of 200 production, which means it hasn't allocated any gold into it yet, right? Right?
If there's not a pause thing, then that means it just started and it doesn't
It
allocate till your turn
will pause
begins.
next turn, right? There's no
Uh,
pause thing, but there's also no production in it yet. So
it
I assume there's no gold
so
in it.
it pays when it begins when it comes to the front of the queue, but it doesn't
Okay.
add any production until the beginning of your next turn. So it
And I
actually
have no
process.
idea if I paid
No,
for
so
it.
you've already paid for it. It just hasn't done any work on it yet. Is what I'm
Okay.
saying. So it should
Okay.
be fine because also the population it would have been back to metropolis size. So
Oh,
they're
that
doing a
should be fine.
settler, and Miss Dale is I think doing a mammoth right now or a rider's hall.
Yeah, Mammoth. Mammoth.
Okay.
Already
It
finished
already
the writer's all.
and finally, last but not least, what's Fugol doing?
Blue Gold is making a Axeman.
X-Men, right? Because the Archons. Okay. I've got my forces on the way to help, and you got yours on the way to the surface. Uh, got, yeah, going to potentially deal with that stack if it comes aggressively. I feel like there's something somewhere I'm missing. I just don't know what. These guys already have Solace. No, they don't. Oh, one of my Sun Guard grabbed the Flowers of Solace. Do your people have it? Well, they don't need it that bad. They're not in Arctic terrain. That hmm. They regrow pretty quick. Okay. I think this is the only thing is grabbing Solace on these flowers. While it's still safe, I should do it. This Sun Guard needs to go back and help defend. Trequium. All right. I don't see anything more. I'm gonna save it. Once and boom. See if there are any independents that move. I think I do have it set to follow independent movement now. Oh, yeah, I do. Okay. Oof.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, Lost Souls. Wait,
No.
Lost Souls? There's nowhere that can spawn them on. Oh, it's way down that road. Okay. So I guess there is a little bit of danger to Galbraith if Lost Souls wander all the way up there. It's probably take a very long time before any way make their way so far, but who knows where the necromantic circle is.
Well, that
Uh,
guy's dead, right?
yeah, but you might fight it to.
I can just auto combat.
Uh, I mean, you
Don't
could, but
think it's
you
gonna make much of a difference.
might change the amount of damage you do to one of the lost souls. They don't heal, so
I mean, I
I could have
guess.
because they could be a danger to my city later, or one of our armies could be a danger to the AI too, I suppose.
I don't know. I guess I don't know. I might want to send another scout up the river
Yeah,
at
I
some point.
yeah, there's good stuff there, so yeah, I'd suggest I'd suggest fighting. It adds a little excitement to the episode. Just don't overthink it too much.
Yeah.
Uh, ooh, it's like cold underground.
Hmm?
It looked like there were bits of snow falling.
Oh,
Uh,
did it?
no, it's just I don't know. Ah, you can see the
Hmm.
stalactites on the ceiling.
Maybe it's water droplets.
Yeah, it was. It was water droplets. That's cool. I love little details like that. It's underground river and you can tell.
Yeah.
I'm just looking around. Yeah, you can even tell it's surrounded by cables. That's kind of cool. Ba-ba-ba. Well, the Ghoul Baby Sock Serpent is not it's a swimming unit, so it's non-BART, so it could it can defend, and I think guard the units that were in BART before they couldn't guard, right? Or they could? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Could they guard
I'm not sure.
before?
Hmm.
They don't have resurgence. They have undying, but no resurgence. So if you manage to kill one, it might be gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. What's the plan?
Uh, just move forward, I guess, a bit. Their
Yeah.
movement is only 4, so you might as well just move forward a little to get this over with.
4 forward.
Not all the way, no.
Ah, okay.
3, maybe. Just want to be out of their range. Yep. Just guard for a turn. I said I wouldn't overthink it too much, but okay, they really want to get that flanking in. You can frustrate that though. If you
Yeah.
move 3 tiles to the northwest, or even actually 4, and just guard, or maybe yeah, 4 and guard, then they'll probably have a hard time flanking or won't be able to. So that's what I would do. I guess they could, or they could only at most get 1 flanking attack. That would move 4 to the northwest and just guard.
Straight to the northwest.
Mm-hmm.
Shouldn't I move like a couple tiles below that so only one of them will hit me?
Hmm. No, because
What about?
they'll approach partially. Then again, you want to
Oh,
yeah. If you move 4 to northwest, they'll almost certainly attack this turn. They're just programmed to be kind of cautious. Yep.
hmm.
Oh, this is perfect because
Doing more damage to them.
you got a retaliation on every one of them. Like they didn't
Oh,
get
but
any
I'm
extra
sure.
attacks without retaliation. And now the way they're arrayed, they can at most get 1 flanking attack next turn. I think you can't do anything, so you just have to end the turn, unless you want to try and kill one of them with a spell.
Oh yeah, spells.
How
Hmm.
much damage can you do with a root spears, or you can't suffocate and they're undead? But how much would a root spears do to one of these?
I have root spears, stoning, and suffocate.
Yeah, they're immune to suffocate, but how much damage will root spears do?
Oh right. Root spears will do 7 to 10.
Yeah, it's worth a try. If you kill one of them, you might
Stoning
win.
will do. Oh wait, 9 to 13. They
I
have
would,
physical protection.
yeah, I would. I mean, stoning will get kill him for sure, but root spears has a very high chance. So I would just save the mana. And if you kill one of the 8 health ones, or I would choose the one that's on the far south end to minimize flanking on your.
Yeah.
If you manage to kill that, you might actually win the battle using spells.
Hmm.
It'll cost some mana, but it'll save the.
Sweet.
Nice.
Oh wait, they'll respawn. Uh oh.
Yeah, but not instantly.
Yeah. Oh shit. Wow. That worked really well. I can't believe that happened.
Spells
Yeah,
are
okay, spells are
powerful.
really.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
good that you.
oh god. What is that?
What is what?
Something's by Miss Dale.
It's just some scoundrels.
Oh, okay.
It's a group of four
Alrighty.
scoundrels, which, I mean,
I can kill.
yep. It's your turn again.
Yep. Select a
Let me
skill to research.
save it since,
Oh yeah, I researched something. Wildlife refuge.
yeah, I just saved it
So
in case it crashes because you got lucky with that.
mm,
I don't wouldn't want to lose the
yeah,
shock
I
serpent.
did.
It would just feel bad if you
Research
read it.
one with elements. By calling upon the wonders of the wild, the caster strengthens their empire's connection with nature. All the caster's units gain. Oh, that one. Yeah.
You just finished that?
No, I. Oh no, that I. Sorry, I thought that was the one that popped up, but actually that one seems pretty familiar. No, Summon Zephyr Bird is the new one. Okay, yeah, I remember that one.
What did you just finish?
Wildlife Refuge
Oh,
saves
yeah.
me money on animal upkeep,
Oh, yeah. What
money
is
and mana.
one? What and what is
I'm
one with
making
Nate?
195 now.
Nice.
One with the elements. Um,
195
your
gold or mana?
gold,
Yeah. Okay.
178 mana. I'm making now.
It's a lot of mana. Yeah.
But one with the elements makes the caster's units gain less morale penalties from terrain and climate or
Oh,
climb,
that.
and gain 50% more bonuses from terrain and climb.
Oh, well, that's not terrible.
10 per turn. Actually, that's not that expensive for an empire-wide spell. I could research it in a turn. Might be. It's probably worth it, actually.
what were you doing? Were you working on inspiration right now, or?
No, I finished it already. The other one I've got Terraformer and Domain of Winter. Although I'm reluctant. Oh wait, no, Domain of Winter's all right.
Domain of Winter will be really useful when I hand you some Tyrant City. We can get Tyrant Cities in the Arctic that way. Tyrant
Yeah,
Cities are so productive that having some Arctic Tyrants until you get the heart of the Arctic, at
and
which
then I
point
can
you won't
disjunct
need
them
it
when I get that.
anymore. What?
Yeah, then I can disjunct it when I get that.
Yeah. Actually, make it the heart of Arctic way before you do it, anyways. Actually, because you do have that army that's headed well in loose form. But yeah, you've got your hero, initiate, hunter, boar,
Should I
and a
research
mammoth.
Terraformer next, or one with the elements?
I'd probably do one with the elements. Terraformer is nice, but
Not
uh,
urgent.
you only have forest buffs and wait, how much mana do you have in reserve right now?
900. Oh,
Oh, I would do
shoot, I might have
Terraformer.
lost some, actually. Because that's exactly my cap. So I might have accidentally overflowed a little bit. Whoops.
Shoot.
Oh
Yeah,
well.
you probably did. Uh,
Well,
I
I hope it wasn't too much. Hmm.
yeah, no, you should definitely do Terraformer then, and hand me some more mana
Yeah.
so you don't overflow the cap again. But
All right. I can cast Summon Wild Animal as well.
yeah, yeah, I would do
What's your cap?
Terraformer.
How much are you at?
I only have 108 mana. My cap
Out of.
is 700.
Okay, then I can give you like 300.
You could, I don't have that much surplus. You could give me 500 and I wouldn't hit the cap. Or yeah, you could give me 500 mana and I would be fine. Of course, I probably want to use some for terraforming. But yeah, you could give me 300. No problem. I didn't realize you were so close to your cap. I mean, that
Me
happens.
neither. Or I would have probably gave you it.
This has got to be the day of mistakes. My Alpha Centauri game, I know I forgot to do something with unit support and threw away a free mineral. Here, the mana cap. Not sure we made that mistake a while ago, I guess. Like even if I had requested mana from you, you would have overflowed the cap before. Nothing we could do about that. Oh well. Anyways, so one thing at a time. So Mistdale, because I'm looking at it, might be good
Yep.
to gather an army around there. So you got some high elves, so you could put them on the dense vegetation to the southwest of the scoundrel. Maybe send the hunter there first to see if there's any more units hidden, like frosting scoundrel, maybe. Do avoid pathing through the hasteberries with the hunter though, since you got
Oh,
better.
right.
Yep. Yeah, it's just the four of
Okay,
them.
looks good.
Yeah, so you could have the initiate beeline there and join up. Uh, let's see. Um, yeah, after you crush this, you might be able to go like get your army if you use the hasteberries well right to the heart of the Arctic. So I would suggest, as the Mammoth Rider isn't quite as fast and it's further back.
Have the Mammoth
Uh,
Rider
I,
stand on that Baron style next to the scoundrels, and then move my heroes army there.
no, Mammoth Riders are frosting, so they like well furl domain, but it doesn't matter. But I was gonna say you're gonna want to grab the hasteberries and then move east from the hasteberries. So I would gather.
Can't I grab the hasteberries after the battle?
I mean, you could, but you'd just be backtracking, tracking, and uh.
Oh, yeah, I
Oh, I
suppose you're right.
suppose you'd want the initiate. You might want the initiate to get way up there, way over there. She's about to become a storm sister. So if you
Yeah,
want to,
she could use the hasteberries as well. She's
yeah,
pretty
I guess, yeah.
exhausted.
So yeah, I would put the if you're gonna do it after the battle, uh,
Doesn't really make a difference, does it?
make a difference.
Whether I
I'm
grab the hasteberries before now or later.
a little bit with how you position units for the battle.
Ah,
Uh,
okay.
uh, sorry. So water units suffer no penalties for being on water tiles, and they'll join the land battle. They're adjacent to it. And you're
Yeah,
kind of shortened tiles.
I don't have anyone who can swim. Oh no, I do.
You have
I've got
the
two
penguins and
shocks
the
and
shock serpent. So I would
three
probably put both of those in the water next to the scoundrels that you can
right now
stack.
without the movement.
They should be able to get back to the hasteberries before the heart of the Arctic if you're going to do that. And actually, they could just swim to
Okay.
next to the heart of the Arctic from there and attack it from the
Oh,
water side.
yeah, you're probably right, actually.
Yeah, so I
Okay,
put the
I'll have them swim there then.
yep. I would put the you can do the mature shocks too. So I would put the water units in the water, and then everyone else can go in the open land because yep,
And
and you
by
might end
everyone
up
else, you mean the two, the hero, the spider, the boar, and the mammoth?
yeah. I'd get them all
Okay.
east of the hasteberries, but make sure not to path through it because you're probably going to want them to step onto it together after the battle,
Yeah.
along with maybe the
What's the
initiate.
cheapest tile to get to the? I guess it doesn't matter. They're going back to the hasteberries, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it doesn't matter. But going through the forest is probably cheaper than going all the way around. 3 tiles
Yeah.
instead of two. Whereas the others obviously don't need to go through the forest, the boar or the mammoth, right? Or I just make sure that neither of them pass through the hasteberries because the game loves to do that.
Yeah.
And it's like,
That would
shoot,
suck.
they eat it, and now no one else can eat them. But yeah,
Yeah, I wish all these on visit effects only triggered if you clicked a button on the UI
Some of them
with
do.
the
Well,
units there?
okay, the Well of Souls does
Yeah,
that.
like the Well of Souls. It'd be nice if they all worked like the Well of Souls.
Yeah, I think they added it later because having units get turned to ghouls can be so crippling. So there was probably player complaints. But yeah, they never bothered to go back and add that feature to the other stuff, even though it would have
Yeah,
made sense.
yeah, it would have been pretty helpful.
All right, let me save, and then I guess you can launch the battle. Doesn't I mean I would let's see. I mean yeah, you probably want to.
Oh, should I summon a wild animal to help? Actually, I have the points for that right now.
You
Or should
could,
I
but
save casting points for spells?
I was gonna say you've got overwhelming force there with the mammoth
That's
rider.
true.
I would
That's true.
not summon an animal there. On the other
Maybe
hand, Fugold.
Requiem. Fugold? Oh, you're right. Fugold always needs more help.
Yeah, the Archons are tough, and part of my calculations of how to shuffle units around and stuff assume that there be animals.
Okay, where should I
To
stick it? In the city
Uh,
center?
East of the city center, in case you need to rush stuff to the defense of the builder or something.
Okay.
With
Just
on the
one tile
dwarves.
east, though?
Yeah. Or can you do further?
Yeah, I can do further. Two
Uh,
tiles within 2 tiles of the city.
all right. I would do 2 tiles east on the road just in case you find something like nasty. And
Okay.
that 2 hidden tiles is exceedingly
Red
unlikely, but
monkey.
cool. Oh
All right,
yeah.
should I just camp it here,
Uh, well, no, you're gonna want it. I would see what the builder finds, and then that will determine whether
or right?
to put the
Okay.
Dread Monkey in city. So, how much money do you have now? Sure, I forgot to send you
Oh
the
wait,
15 gold I
Fugold is
had.
making me money. That's why I'm making more money. Shoot. What? Let me
Hmm?
how much I'm making without Fugold. Oh, 177. So I'm not making as much money as I thought I was.
Because
Fugold
they're
was merchandising. Yeah.
after the Axemen, you're saying they're merchandising? Yeah.
Yeah. Should I queue up another Axeman?
How much do you have? Like, not income, how much do you currently have?
Or a siege workshop? So that'll make crossbowmen cheaper. How many axemen do I have? I have 5 axemen and 1 crossbowman.
No, how much money? Gold.
Money 70.
You only have 70 gold in reserve?
Yeah, yeah, only 70. So maybe I keep merchandising actually. I can't afford much. I could make a prospector or an axeman.
How much does an axeman cost?
55.
55. Shoot, that doesn't leave you. Oh, let's see how the prospectors. Remember, they make money. The one
Right.
north of
That's true.
Fugold, it should be able to dig out those 4 tiles in the center. No problem.
Yeah. Should I
Can
start
dig
from the
out
right or the left?
from the right because you're going to want to end on the left because then you're going to want to step left and dig out some more.
Okay.
So I move bottom right and then you should be able to end on the upper left of the if you kind of scan back and forth. So it
I
goes
see.
bottom right to left. Uh, boom. And you got
All right,
one
now I have
other,
87. That's much better.
and you got the other prospector too.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's down here. Okay.
Yeah.
Should I just move in a straight line for 4 tiles? Dig all the way to
Southeast.
the southeast.
Yeah. It'll explore a little further, and you can always double back or something. But that was maybe where a dwarven outpost might go. So maybe might as well.
Or actually, I'm looking like along the coast. There's some dirt walls. Should I actually go dig along the coast there?
Uh, no, because if he needs to come back, and I mean, I guess it doesn't matter that much one way or another, but I would do the southeast because it'll reveal some darkness.
All right.
Yeah, because
Oh
now
yeah,
we
it
can.
looks like it's not going anywhere anyway.
Yep,
Just a single tile. Should I have him backtrack or no?
1 tile. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then next turn you can backtrack one more tile and start digging again to the northeast, I guess. Leaving some, dirt there near where a dwarven city might go. But,
Just dig one tile next turn, because there's stone right next to that.
oh, yeah. Well, maybe northwest, and then you can dig out a couple tiles there. Or 4 even.
1, 2, 3 in the top left, and then 2 to
We'll
the
figure
top
out.
right.
How much money do you have
Yeah, we
now?
can think about it later. 105.
105.
So now I could afford to build a siege workshop or a courthouse.
Uh, or no, I was gonna say we would probably how much does a watchtower cost?
I guess a storehouse isn't that use. Oh wait, public paths are good. Watchtower, 100, I think.
No,
Oh right, I have a builder. Yeah, yeah, that's true. That's true.
what
40. No, it's cheaper
40.
than I thought.
Uh,
Fortresses are 100.
so it's 40 for a watchtower and it's 65 for an axeman, right?
55 for an
Oh,
axeman.
cool. So you have enough money for both. I was gonna say you might want to, given that there's lost souls near Galbrand, and we really need advance warning if some of those are coming. You might want to have the plus money is a little tight to build that wooden fortress we were talking about right away. If it could, how far can it get by the end of its turn, like movement
That
wise?
fortress would immediately give us mana though.
Yeah, but you're overflowing your mana. Like
You're right.
I did not realize.
Well, you are giving me 50 mana a turn. No, you're not. You're giving me 118 mana. You should probably stop giving me mana.
Yeah,
Right?
well, or you could just send it back and
Right?
it's
That
circular mana.
118 treaties is from you, right?
Yes,
How long do those last?
indefinitely.
Oh, so I have to choose to give it back for it to
You either have to
come
cancel a
back?
deal or you could just send me a deal to give it back.
You can cancel deals. Where do I see existing deals?
uh, if you, or sorry, you go to, where is it? No, you
Hmm.
select the player, you select treaties, you can select one. No, you could choose to break a tree, but it does create like a relate. Technically, there's a relations thing,
Ah, okay.
empire relations.
Does that matter with non-AI?
I know, but it would matter if for some reason you had to cancel some point. I continue as AI or vice versa, I suppose. Anyways, I would just do a treaty
I
to
see.
send me
Undo it.
back. It's not like
Yeah.
I mean we've got such a long list of trees. It's not like we're gonna want to go and clean that screen up. So I would
Yeah.
just send a
Makes more sense.
reverse treaty to just send me more money or
Yeah.
mana or whatever later. Um. But yeah, as much as 20 mana is nice. Like I said, you probably want to get the Axeman done. And I don't think there's anywhere where you're about to clear a treasure site, is there? Or oh, you
No.
got the Frostling Scout. I guess you could see if it finds more stuff in the sea to its northeast or something.
Oh yeah. Northeast.
No, that's an oyster reef with a kraken and a
Oh, it adds
mermaid.
population.
Hmm?
Hmm.
Might as well go
Not seeing
eastward.
it too much.
Nope, no flotsam or anything.
Oh, that river.
Uh, oh yeah, and you got that the ghoul shock serpent that didn't die because yeah, that battle went well. So could keep exploring down the river and see if you find anything useful.
Okay.
Because sometimes you find like flotsam on the rivers, which is cool.
Oh, there's flowers of solace here. Somehow.
Yeah, they're all shady for some reason. I guess because they're underground, but they're there.
Should I should I move on to the bridge, or should I just
Yeah.
stay here?
Uh. Yeah. I mean, there aren't that many wandering enemies, and I mean, it's probably the only real danger is lost souls, and they don't care if you're on the water or not. So I would move on the bridge.
Okay.
This is a long river, though. But yeah, okay. So you haven't found any money. So I would see. So how far can that builder near Galbrand? Like, how far could it move this turn? That's what I'm trying to figure out.
To the other road, the bottom right road.
Oh yeah, it's a dwarf, so it treats all tiles as roads underground. 3, 4, 5. So that'd be 15. That would be 21, probably. No, that'd be 20. So it can get to the road that's moving southeast directly from the city.
Yeah,
Hmm.
it's
Uh,
southeast from your domain, just outside it.
or you could get there and build a watchtower right next to the one southwest of that. That would actually probably be the furthest forward it could get. Or
Yeah,
if you want to go forward.
could in like that nook with the forests. It could put a watchtower there.
Yeah. Of course, I'm trying to figure out where the heck the lost souls be coming from. Give me a sec. No, they're probably coming from the east, actually. Shoot.
Yeah, it could wait a turn and build it further east.
Yeah, I would just go east as many tiles as it can, and then next turn maybe do a watchtower uh, on that road. Or watchtowers are really long. Yeah, no, I would still get it further east. But yeah, I would just move as far east as it can this turn.
Okay.
Yep. Next turn it can build a watchtower somewhere down there just because I don't want to get surprised by a lost soul coming out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But yeah, the lost souls can even float over the lava, so they could be, who knows where they come from.
My happiness with high elves has changed.
Happiness or race governance?
Race
Oh,
happiness.
oh yeah, because you built a new
Very
city.
happy now. Yeah. Oh, speaking of
Duna,
Donadel, what should I do with it? What should I build?
um, since money is so darn tight, if you could send the city to me at the end of your turn instead of building something, since money is tight and I can get more money out of it, and then I can develop it up like and give it
Oh,
back to you.
I